So Steam soft launches free games demos. And they're available for, I think, one game at the moment. Steam has added a new feature which allows players to play a timed demo of certain titles, or Deadspace remake. This new system allows players to click the Play Now button via the game's store page to access a timed demo, which they can play in their Steam client. The feature is currently only available for the Deadspace remake. I've got the Dead Space remake. I need to play it, but I need to finish off Forbidden West at the moment. I played the initial bit of it, really good. I miss game demos. I remember buying demo discs on magazines and used to get and there were a few demos apparently which were the full games. Did you hear about this? Where they released the full game demo on a demo disc, and all you had to do is do a few tweaks, and you could play the entire game.
There was always full games on cover discs as well.
There was. Yeah. Amiga Format used to do that a lot as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not talking about a full game. I'm talking about a game that shouldn't have been full. It should have only been a demo, and turns out to be the full game.
But if you get in behind the files, you can
do a little tweaking, and all of a sudden, bosh! There you go. You've got access to the lot.
Yeah.
So yes.
I like the idea of this. I really do. I mean, it's nothing new. It's an old idea they're bringing back, and it shows confidence in your games. The only thing that's made me smile about this is the fact that they're announcing this demo platform. There's one demo, and it's a game that's been out for a couple of months now. So it'll be interesting to see if we get AAA title demos before they're released. That's what I want to see. And I can't see it. Not with the current.
I think
how AAA games are.
Well, they already Steam already allow you to get a refund on a game if you haven't played more than 2 hours. I think that's true. Any game.
That's true.
If they're allowing you to have a demo of a game for an hour and a half, if you go over that hour and a half, then you buy the full game.
I imagine it would block and then just go to the store page and go buy it. You clearly like it.
You like this
right
game
now.
And if you've got a Steam Deck, it gives you the opportunity to see if it plays well on the Steam Deck before you purchase it.
That's a very good point, Nigel. I like that.
It is a very good point, but there's a caveat to that, because when you buy, if you look at the Steam library, I think there's a little icon.
There is
that tells you that this is Steam Deck friendly.
Yeah. There is. I was looking the other day. There is exactly that. On the right-hand side, they'll have a little triangle.
Yeah.
And it will tell you if it's good, it's been tested, it's fully... There's also a bit within there where it can check your current games within your own Steam library and tell you how compatible they are before you buy.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
This is how I think it's going to work. I don't think you're going to get demos before the games come out. I think the game's going to come out and it's just going to give you a 90-minute timed thing.
Yeah.
But saying that, you've got the Games Pass Cloud Play, which I use for demoing games. So if I want to play a game on my Xbox, I'm not too sure about it, especially something from Games Pass, I use the cloud demo thing. I play that for a bit. If I like it, I download it. If I don't like it, I haven't done anything apart from stream a bit of data to see if I like it or not. There was one I played where you just literally bouncing a ball across a planet's surface. I played it for like an hour, and then when I finished with it, I was like, should I download it? It's like, I'm never coming back to that game. It's a good game, but I'm never coming back to that game. It held my interest for a couple of hours, but I think that's how it's going to work. I don't think you're going to get like proper demos that we used to.
No. Do you think this is just a tactic? Do you think this is just a tactic to try and stop people from literally just buying games and then asking for a refund?
Yeah, you have to remember, because every time they do that, it costs them money.
Yeah,
so they have to pay a transaction fee. they have to pay a transaction fee for the pay and then transaction fee for the refund. And the transaction pay for the refund is more than it is. So I think it's like a couple of cents for it to go through, but I think it's like 50 cents for it to come back. So for every game refunded, that costs them 50 cents. That's when what was the game? It's Cyberpunk. When Cyberpunk came out, and then Cyberpunk people went, just get a refund. Yeah, PlayStation killed it from the store because it was costing them about $1 million because of that. Yeah, and that was just in chargebacks. So I think that you're right. I think this is a good way of getting around that.
It's just
Get your 90 minutes in.
It's cost
it saves money and it gives people something to do at the same time too. So it's not. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good customer service. I think they thought about the customers. They thought about themselves. They combined the two. They come up with a solution, which I like. I think the word synergy.
I would prefer just to have a separate demo that you can download and you can play and you can keep, and that the demo is slightly different to the full game. That's what I would like, because there's a lot of demos out there, like shareware games, we'll say, which was the other thing, like Doom, Quake. There was a separate Half-Life demo. That'd be nice, but I can't see it happening.
It's because they always used to. So when this is how they used to do games, if I remember correctly, because you'd be like, you'd have your little game studio, you'd build a demo, which would be like a cross section through the game. So you'd have your beginning, your middle, and your end, and it would show off most of the game mechanics within inside that demo. You show it off to the publisher. Oh, what's that noise? Show it off to the publisher. The publisher would go, yeah, this has got potential. We'll invest some money on it. We'll come back. We'll invest another lot of money later on. And then you wind up taking that demo to like your E3s and your Wii conventions and stuff and let people play. That's what they used to do with demos, but they don't tend to do that anymore. And having the 90 minutes gameplay, I think, is a cheap way of getting around that for that. And at the same time, sorts out chargebacks. They can collect data too. So they can sit there and say, they paid the full 90 minutes. They only paid 5 minutes. They downloaded it, turned it on, saw the titles, went, fuck that for Game Soldiers. Got rid of it. So I think that there's other aspects to it too, where they can collect more data than they would be able to normally. Because the other thing too is now with the game demos, they come on like cloud PCs. So instead of me sending you the demo for the game, I send you a link. You log into a remote PC, you play the game. We'd monitor what you do while you're playing the game, so we can collect data to see how people are responding to it, and then you do it. So that's one of Google's Stadia's thing that they were going to sell on, was that for games developers. Because at the moment there was Gaikai, which is the Sony-owned one, and then the Xbox One too. So there's possibilities there. But as I said, I think it's going to be, one, see if it works on the Steam Deck, which Nigel's spot in. Yeah. The other part too is the chargebacks, because they don't want to sit there and keep getting the money, having to pay for a refund. Because it's not fun. We've made no money. It's cost us 50 pence per unit that's gone through. 100 games gone through. That's £5. Yeah, it's 5.50. Oh wait, fuck, my maths has gone out the window. So yeah, it's interesting. But we'll keep an eye on that, because hopefully new stuff will come about.